media as an unhealthy mechanism. Social media is an amazing tool, but it's the face-to-face interaction that makes a long-term difference. I'm aware that I use social media on a daily basis, so you're not alone when it comes to checking up on notifications every so often. My name is Gabby Eltonall, and I want to make it clear that even if you may not recognize it, social media does have its negative impacts. Today I'll be talking to you about social media causing psychological stresses, mental health illnesses, and risky behaviors to inform you about the dark side of social media. First, I'll be talking to you about psychological stresses caused by social media. According to Wenhong Chen and Kai-Hyung Lee, MA, authors of Cyberpsychology, Behavior, and Social Networking, Facebook can lead to psychological stress, communication overload, and low self-esteem. In Chen and Lee's exact words, digital communication is a lean mode of communication, and nonverbal cues may increase stress. For those with low self-esteem, they prefer online communication versus face-to-face. In addition to that, there's a mechanism called Facebook envy, where people see other users posting positive experiences in their life, which cause them to feel bad about their own life and diminishes self-esteem even more. This is a model that shows Facebook interaction directly correlating with communication overload and psychological distress. Now that I've talked to you about psychological stresses caused by social media, I'll move on into mental health illnesses. According to Jesse Fox and Jennifer Moreland, authors of Computers and Behaviors, Facebook is associated with reduced self-esteem, cognitive overload, and feelings of distress. It is also mentioned that an increase in time spent on social media leads to decrease in quality of life. In Fox's words, at its worst, Facebook can act as a conduit of cyberbullying, stalking, and online harassment. These actions can certainly lead to mental illnesses developing. Now that I've talked to you about mental health illnesses, I'll move on to risky behaviors, especially in teens. Even though texting is not necessarily social media, it is a major factor. According to Case Western Reserve University and its study, teens are more preoccupied during school days and are more prone to being influenced by questionable individuals. One half of the teens that participated in this study admitted to engaging in trying cigarettes, binge drinking, using illicit drugs, and getting involved in physical fights. With a high percentage of teens being subjected to these behaviors, they are more prone to developing psychological problems. 11.5% of teens in this study proclaim that hyper-networking leads to higher stresses, depression, suicide, substance abuse, fighting, and poor academics. Today I've told you about social media causing psychological stresses, mental health illnesses, and risky behaviors to inform you about the dark side of social media. I am certainly guilty of using social media as a young college student, but I'm actively trying to limit my use on a daily basis. Like Alexis Ohanian says, it takes discipline not to let social media steal your time.